guys, Jeff Schneider here. We're back with another video. It's been a little bit of time has passed since the last video. Really want to change that, so from now on we're going to do one every day. I'm just going to say it. We're going to do one every day so that the people who are subscribed, you will be able to get all this information delivered to you on a daily basis. I'll try to keep it fun, try to keep it interesting, but yeah, check back every day. I'm really going to commit to this now because I know you guys are enjoying this content and I'm enjoying making it. So let's just do it every day. Why not? Okay, we're going to talk about the first lick I ever learned. Yes, the very first one. I remember I was in high school. I was just starting to get serious about the saxophone, and I heard somebody play this thing. It was like mind-blowing to me at the time. Looking back at it now, it's pretty simple, which is why I want to teach it to you guys, because if you don't know this yet, it's really going to set you off in the right direction. But let's get right to the lick. So it's 5 notes, and we're going to talk about it in a major 7 situation to start. So here we go. This is it. Now to some that might sound pretty simple, to others maybe not. Either way, we're going to talk about it for a little bit, because even the people who have heard this before, I think we might be able to open it up into some new directions for you. And again, sometimes the most simple things are the things that really carry us the furthest. So let's get right to this. The 5 notes we're talking concert C major, by the way. B, C, E, G, and then B again. B, C, E, G, and B. So if the chord is a C major 7, which is the chord that we're going to talk about first, we started on the B, which is the 7, then we go to C, which is the 1, or the root, then we go to E, the 3rd, G is the 5, B is the 7th again. So it kind of is just like an arpeggio, really, but there's something about that first note, starting on the 7 rather than the root, starting on the B rather than the C, that really just sets this apart from just a standard arpeggio. It's a leading tone that we're starting with. We're leading into the arpeggio. Now, even with just those 5 notes, you can do a lot. We can mess with the rhythm. We can do it with 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can make it into a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of different options just with those 5 notes. But now let's also talk about what we can do if we change the harmony underneath, if we change the chord underneath those notes. This time, instead of major 7, we're going to talk about minor 7, and we're going to use D minor 7. It's going to sound like this. Okay, so those 5 notes were E, F, A, C, and E. And in the key of D minor, those notes come out to the 9. We're starting on the 9. Then we go to the flat 3, the 5, the flat 7, and then the 9 again. So it's the same intervals. We're just taking the starting note, and instead of starting on the 7 like we did for the major 7 chord, we're starting on the 9 so that it fits in the minor 7 chord. So again, major 7, it was 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. For the minor 7, it was 9, flat 3, 5, flat 7, 9 again at the top. Got it? Did I say the names of the notes for the D minor? Maybe not, just to be sure. E, F, A, C, and E. Those are the notes you would play on a D minor 7 chord. Okay, so what next? Well, for starters, I want to tell you guys about this little guide I made that goes along with this video that's going to show you how to incorporate this very simple but profound lick into some longer lines. 20 examples, making use of this 5-note lick, but incorporating it into a longer line. And under each one of the notes, in each of the lines, I'm indicating the scale degree. So we talked about that lick that I just did. It was in the case of the major 7, it was the 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. So for the entire phrase that I write out, each single note is going to have that scale degree indicated, which is really, really useful, especially when it comes to transposing these lines into other keys, which is really the best thing you can possibly do. And I also play each one of these examples both at a slow and fast tempo, which is pretty cool to hear. And I forgot to mention, the lick that I played at the very beginning of the video makes use of the 5-note lick we talked about in this one, and it's also one of the ones that's included in the guide that I told you about. All right, so enough of that. If you want to check that out, you can go to the link. What else did I want to say? There was something else I wanted to say. I do this every time, and I always forget. You guys know, but I'm going to think of it. We're talking about the lick. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to say. It's about licks. Now, if you've checked out my Instagram channel before, you know I do a lot of like licks of the day, and I talk about it in some of my other YouTube videos. I think licks are very, very cool to know, very important to learn. They're not like the most important thing to learn. It's just like one of the things you have to know. You don't want to be a guy that just plays licks or a girl that just plays licks for all of your solos. It'll sound very contrived, and it'll sound like a cliche over and over again. However, there is a benefit to learning the language. Just like if you were to learn a foreign language. If you just learned random words, you wouldn't be able to say anything with those random words. However, you have to learn those words in order to create sentences, and in order to express your ideas, your feelings, and your thoughts. The same is true for music. You have to learn the vocabulary, and then you'll have something to say with that vocabulary. So, going back to the lick we're talking about in this video, this was the first lick I ever learned, and it's a very simple lick. Just like when you learn a new language, again, going back to that metaphor, there are some words that are simple, but extremely important. Extremely common words that you just have to know. This is one of them. This is one of those words, you just have to know it. And if you can play it in different chords, in different keys, then it'll just open up a lot of different doors for you in terms of being able to express your ideas musically. So check this one out. Check out the guide. It'll give you a lot of great ideas on how to make use of this very simple lick and turn it into all kinds of things. And if you guys like this video, if you're enjoying this sort of more bebop focused, kind of digging in a little bit deeper into some of this vocabulary, let me know, and I'll do another one like this, and I'll make another guide with some more examples that covers a different core lick, a different, very simple but effective lick. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. Again, gonna try to get these out every day. No, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get them out every day, just for you guys, because you're great. Really appreciate all the comments and feedback I've been getting. It means a lot. For everyone who watches the whole video, you guys, as I said before, you're the diehards, and it means a lot that you're sticking with me. So, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. You can check out that guide on my website. I'll link it up here and down below in the comments. Speaking of comments, if you have questions or comments, feel free to leave them. And if you ever want to reach out over email, you can always do that. My email is jeffschneidermusic@gmail.com. That's it for now, guys. It's good to be back. Thanks for watching. Try this lick out. It's a lot of fun. It's a good one to know. And that'll be it. See you tomorrow.
Lick number 17, slow. Lick number 17, fast.